Welcome back, students. So let's continue our discussion of article writing. It's a part of revision. So in the previous video module, we have discussed this part with one example. Now let us take one more example. So here I will take example, and the title is Importance of Wearing a School Uniform or a Uniform in School. So before going to start the actual discussion of the content, let me know you the question. So the question is in this way. See, listen the question. Wearing the school uniform gives the students an identity, pride, and a feeling of discipline. Identity, pride, and a feeling of discipline. Write an article in 120 to 150 words on importance of wearing a uniform in school. Importance of wearing a uniform in school. You are this and this one. Total marks 5. So this is your question. As usual, we have mentioned here the title. What is the title in the center? Because title, this is the part of format. So that's why here you have to give a proper title. Read question carefully, you will get the title. See the title, Importance of Wearing a Uniform in School. This is the title. After the title, give byline. Byline, what will you do? Here writer's name. Suppose here writer's name Vaibhav. But write the same name which is given, provided in your question itself. So suppose here Vaibhav. So now after this byline, leave the 2 line space, you leave, and then come to the first paragraph. First paragraph, then second, then third. So the first paragraph, as usual, you will introduce your content. Okay. So now the content is, for example, related with the school uniform. We know that wearing a uniform, a school uniform, it is a badge of pride or honor for any students. Okay, because we know a purpose of an article writing, that is to persuade, to inform, to convince, or to discuss on a public matter. See now, it is a badge of pride, honor for any students. It creates, wearing school uniform creates an identity for a school also, not only a student, but it also gives a particular special identity for the school. Now, this is an important, or it is an important I wrote in short, abbreviation, and important you write the complete word in your answer sheet, only due to the lack of space I wrote here. Now, this is an important part, being a school student. Being a school student, we cannot avoid it. It is an important part. This is the matter of our identity, pride, honor. Now, next coming, in this way we have introduced in the first topic that importance of wearing a school uniform. This is the topic. Now coming to the second one, you will explain here that how can we say that school uniform is an important thing or the matter, especially in schools or in student life. There, uniforms shows that we are part of the school. When we wear a uniform, that time we become the part of the particular school. Plus, it creates a sense of togetherness or that feeling among the students. So that is what there is the feeling of togetherness it creates. So that's why wearing a school uniform is an important thing for a student or for the school also. Now it gives a sense of belonging, not only a togetherness but sense of belonging to a particular school. Particular, I wrote in brief here, you write complete word. Particular school, and plus it creates an identity for what? In the community, in the society. Identity, it creates a special identity for that of the school plus of the students. It gives an identity to the students of the school. Now coming to the next one, not only this, but it also teaches wearing a uniform in school or the school uniform. It teaches to dress smartly, plus it creates a sense of discipline among the students. That is what our purpose. We are highlighting here the importance of a uniform in school. So that's why we will highlight here, we will mention that it teaches, wearing school uniform, it teaches to dress smartly and take pride in appearance. Plus it teaches us an importance of discipline, because it creates a sense of togetherness, of feeling or a sense of belongings. Along with that, it teaches the students, because when we all are familiar, when we all are for example similar to the particular or equal in dress matter or any in look, so it will create that sense there. So next, it reduces, wearing a school uniform, it reduces distraction. When we are learning in the classroom or learning in the school premises, it will not distract the attention of the students. Because suppose if students are not wearing the same uniform in the classroom, they are wearing different dresses that they are wearing. It means that they are dressed in a different way there, not same uniform. So what will happen? It will definitely, what will happen? Distract the attention of the students. They cannot focus on learning and learning matter. So that's why if we wear, instead of wearing different uniforms, if we are wearing the same, so it will reduce the distraction of the students. And students, that what can they do? They can focus on their learning properly. If the same uniform is there in that classroom. Next, focus on school work. Next, it makes classroom a serious environment. Environment here I wrote in short abbreviation. You write complete word. Then to perform, plus it also enhance the performance of the students. Students can, especially academic performance, it can improve. Wearing a school uniform, it will improve the students' academic performance. This is also it matters here. And here we know that our society, especially, we have a lot of differences. Then in the matter of finance, maybe money, or it means few people are rich, poor, middle. We have a lot of differences here. And the culture, religion, lot of differences we have. So that's why here what happens, if we are wearing the same uniform in the school, so what will happen? It will not create any kind of the peer pressure on the students. The students who belong to the poor background, I am talking about financial background, poor background, they cannot afford the smart or the good clothes, that they cannot afford the variety of clothes every day. And the children who belong to rich background or the sophisticated background, so what would happen? If we do not make it compulsory, they will wear different uniforms every day, variety, colorful uniforms or the dresses. So it will create a pressure there, peer pressure on the poor children, and it will create a feeling of the difference there. There will be no similarity there in school. So that atmosphere that we would like to create. So that's why here wearing a school uniform is an important thing. And because if the school uniform is there, then everyone is same in the school. So that is why we want to create equality. No one should feel, that poor child should not feel that I am inferior and belong to poor background. See, look at their dresses, all these things. So automatically it will happen. What will happen? It will distract the attention of the child from learning. That he will distract his attention. So it will be a peer pressure then. So that's why school uniform is important. Then no competition. Competition in short I wrote no competition in the matter of dress here. And no fun of the economically poor students. Nobody can make fun of such students who are economically poor. So children, in this way here, in lot of we could say that advantages we can trace here, we can highlight that wearing a school uniform or a uniform, importance of wearing a uniform in school. Now in this way you can write your article in 3 paragraphs, more than 3 that you can go here, only title and byline. This is the part of format, otherwise content is coming. Finally, do not write thank you or anything here. Okay, so in this way here we have discussed this topic, importance of wearing a uniform in school.